Hello friends, welcome at GS Score. I am Manoj Sir, and in this series that is called Mains Probables, we are going to do paper 4 today. And Mains Probables is not about guessing something, rather just trying to give a final touch in your preparation, just to highlight what is important, what are gray areas, and how quickly you can fix it for 2025 mains. Because anything doing very lousy, big, doesn't require at this moment of time. But certainly, this is a time where you have to fix your problem as quick as possible, And this is what the purpose of this entire series is all about. It's not about educating or teaching or anything else. It's very quick, very fast, highlighting certain areas and then also how to fix it in a very, you can say, less and very less time. So let's start now. Paper 4. To begin with, you can say, a paper 4, a very quick, my understanding that how you can fix certain things. Before that, when you are solving when you are solving the test of paper 4 or for that matter, you must have solved PYQs. अब तक आपने PYQs बना लिए होंगे या बना रहे होंगे, fine. If you go through the PYQs, you will find that the way we identify the theme is completely different. हर लोग अपने अपने तरीके से theme को identify कर रहे हैं, लेकिन theme आप ऐसे identify नहीं करते. Theme is basically about 3 things. Number 1, the topic mentioned in the syllabus, and then subtopic. Number 1. Number 2, the second is current development in respective areas, and then the third is PYQs. PYQ. इस 3 को मिला के आप एक थीम बनाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर एथिक्स में देखो तो करीब 35 to 40 थीम्स के आसपास है, और बहुत कंफर्टेबली ये सारी चीजों को एसिमुलेट करता है, कैटेगराइज करता है, एंड इट्स इजी टू carry in your head. Fine. So coming back to the point, when you are solving, you will find that there are 4 types of questions broadly, which I have discussed in the other sessions also. There are 4 broad questions. Number 1, you will find open-ended questions, the first category of question. Number 2, keyword-based questions, in the sense directly taking keywords from the syllabus and then creating questions, be it from the foundational value for civil services, be it you can say emotional intelligence or any other areas. I will explain it through the example. Let me give you the framework first very quickly, and then the third area is solution seeking. In the sense, now UPSC is going to test your problem solving ability in the section A also, and then is applied ethics. So application of all these things in certain areas, certain sector, in the context of certain issues, be it administration, be it environment, be it you can say medical ethics, or for that matter anything else, be it constitutional morality or anything else. Fine. Now, the first thing first, when you have solved or you are solving your you can say the PYQs for the paper 4 for this year main examination, it's very important to understand in which area you are facing problem. In which area? For example, when the questions are open-ended, it simply means it's abstract. There is no a very clear-cut framework, you can say, available until unless you create your framework. You can create, no doubt about it. लेकिन readily available नहीं है, जैसे आपके ज्योग्राफी में है, जैसे इकोनॉमी में है, वहाँ readily available है. प्लेट टेक्टोनिक में बहुत abstract ideas लगाने का जुगाड़ नहीं है. There is no reason to think about it. But here it is. Be it good life, be it anger, be it so many things you can talk about. Similarly, you can say the applied ethics. Applied ethics is basically that you will have to understand where are the conflicts. Where are the value conflicts? Why there are certain conflicts? Why there are certain problems? And what value can do or not do about it? Fine. So this is something that first you have to understand कि यार किस तरह के questions मुझे फंसा रही है. Where I have stuck. हम कहाँ फंस गए? So this is the first you have to understand, and then we will certainly discuss this. Second, as far as your revision is concerned or content is concerned, you will find that the first 3 units like ethics and human interface, number 2 human values, human interface, human values, and then moral thinkers. Most of the questions are open-ended and abstract. Most of the questions are open-ended, abstract, value conflicts, etc. from these 3 units. Most of the questions are principle-based, where they want to test your conceptual clarity of highest order, conceptual clarity and its application in the different context. So this is the first thing first. So whenever you are going to go for revision, you make it sure that if you are facing problem in PYQ or any test related to this segment, it simply means these units are not done very well. So go and quickly revise 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Discuss with the faculties. Fine. Faculty से discuss करो, solve करो. Fine. Number 1. Number 2, if you look at 4, EI and attitude, you will find that EI and attitude, these are the 2 units where mostly it is linked to the basic concepts, and more important is related to the personality, leadership, decision making, problem solving. ये दोनों यूनिट उधर ही जाते हैं. आज से 6-7 साल पहले, 10 साल पहले बहुत फंडामेंटल क्वेश्चंस वो पूछ रहे थे. What is emotional intelligence and something like that. It has gone now. अभी मैं एक एक करके सारी यूनिट पे आऊंगा. We will touch each and every unit very quickly. You have to just run it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jot down what is required and dump the rest of the things. Then comes the rest of the areas which is related to the administration. So in administration, there are 3 units. Foundational value for civil services, ethics in administration, and probity and philosophical basis of governance. These are the 3 units. Combine these 3 units because there are so many things which is overlapping. Fine. And whatever you read here in these 2 areas, they basically test you in this context of administration, governance, etc. Nothing else. क्योंकि आप हमेशा एक चीज को ध्यान में रखना, जब तक बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स बहुत क्लियर नहीं है तब तक आप अप्लाइड एथिक्स में कुछ नहीं कर सकते. आप कीवर्ड के साथ प्ले करना चाहोगे which will not help you to get the edge. And the last is applied ethics. And that is constitutional morality, war, a comprehensive national power. इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस पूछने लगे. So now if you look at the trend, you will find अब ये वाले क्वेश्चंस धीरे धीरे कम होने लगे, काफी कम होने लगे. पहले ये डोमिनेट करता था, अब कम होने लगे. अभी भी सबसे ज्यादा ये 2 यूनिट आ रहा है. सॉल्यूशन सीकिंग भी है, but 2, 3, 4 questions, I don't know in which direction it will go. But as of now, this is what it is. Fine. Let's move to one by one, each and every area. एक एक करके सारे एरिया को हम लोग टच करेंगे. So what I am going to do in next, you can say approximately 60 minutes, where I will take each unit, and from each unit, what are the areas they have touched, and what are the areas still left. For example, emotional intelligence. अब इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस की बात कर रहे हैं, हम कब कर रहे हैं? हम बात कर रहे हैं साहब आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के वर्ल्ड में. It simply means that we have created autonomous intelligence. We are trying to consume in each and every area, be it governance, be it infra, be it you can say medical or other areas. But autonomous intelligence is basically is intelligent but no emotion. No emotion. It may evolve when they learn about the various things. But as of now, it's more rule-based, sentiment-based, behavioral-based, emerge कर रही है, अभी की नहीं है, कर रही है. Fine. Now, this is one area which is gray area. It simply means that there are a scope to create questions. And you should be also little bit alert as of now कि हाँ, ये gray areas हैं. कि साहब इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन 4.0 में हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात कर रहे हैं और इमोशन की भी बात हम कर रहे हैं, और कैसे काम करेगा, हम ह्यूमन ओवरसाइट कैसे लेके आएंगे, क्या सिचुएशंस होंगे. That's it. This is what we are going to discuss. So let's start one by one the first unit. Fine. So your first unit is basically about ethics and human interface, where there are 5 units, subunits you can say: essence, determinants, ethics in public-private life, consequences of ethics, dimension of ethics. These are the things. Now, another very important aspect related to this unit is what they have tried to test in the last 10 years. 10 साल में उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या रही. आपने PYQ सॉल्व किया होगा, लेकिन PYQ हम जब सॉल्व करते हैं तो जनरली वी यूज्ड टू गो फॉर, यू कैन से, सिंपली सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चन. So you will find that in the last 10 years from this unit, they have tried to test 4 things. Number 1, the first thing first. Number 1, first thing, conceptual definitions and illustration. Conceptual definition and illustration. So you will find the questions whether it is related to what is ethics, purpose, relevance to life, etc. Fine. Number 1. Number 2, the second very important aspect which they have tried to test is moral reasoning. Number 2, moral reasoning. मैं अभी questions पे भी आता हूँ. Moral reasoning. Third thing, what they have tried to test is real life application. Real life application. And number 4, the fourth aspect which they have tried to test is links between individual ethics and society. Now, so when you do your you can say PYQs, you will find from this unit only these 4 category of questions were asked. जहाँ पे कंसेप्चुअल डेफिनेशंस पूछ रहे हैं, वो मॉरल रीजनिंग के क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं, रियल लाइफ से क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं, एंड देन लिंक बिटवीन इंडिविजुअल, एथिक्स, सोसाइटी एटसेट्रा दे आर आस्किंग. Now, how to understand this? So you will find the first category of question is basically highly conceptual question. What is ethics and why it is important in public administration? Now, this is a question which everyone will write, but the issue is that why you will get some extra marks for it. सभी लिखेंगे इस क्वेश्चन में है क्या, but somebody will get 45, 50, 55%. How? Why? So look at in your answer that whether your answer is more ideal or practical. It is whether going to discuss more the philosophical orientation or you are talking some ground reality about it. Ground reality about it. For example, you can say that ethics is all about study of moral philosophy. ये भी एक कहने का तरीका है, और एक ये भी है कि that ethics is a human construct. It's, you can say, a social innovation. Social invention. Why? Because this is how society evolved and moral progress happened. So that society could remain livable. So this is also a way to talk where you are talking more about the practical purpose of anything. And second way is to talk basically and taking more into the bookish language. So number one. Number two, second type of question is from value based questions. For example, जैसे मैं आता हूँ अभी और इसमें हम लोग देखते हैं one by one. Just see. Fine. So you will find sometimes questions are very fundamental, very fundamental. So explain how ethics contribute to social and human well-being. So nothing but you have to talk about the social invention, that how it is solving problems of human life. Similarly, you will find that most of the questions are linked to one and only one thing, and that is real life application of values. Real life application of values. Fine. Now, if you look at this unit, fine. What are the things which they have not touched? What are the things they have not touched? The first and first, they have not gone very deep into the moral reasoning. Moral reasoning. अभी तक moral reasoning के सवाल बहुत ही superficial है, बहुत ही general है. They have not gone into very deep of the things. Fine. Number two, still they have not gone for the hierarchy of the values. They have touched it. They have not gone very deep into it. That why some values are in conflict, in which situation, and what to do about it. Certainly they have asked one or two questions, but these are the areas from this unit where you can say that they have not created question which is of advanced level, and that may be related to the value conflicts and decision making. Fine. So this is something that you need to be little bit prepared about it. Because if you look at the questions of all the units and you can say the subunits from these two areas, you will find questions are generally conceptual and application of value in the society. That's it. This is what they have asked. These three things that you have to take care. Number one. Then the second unit is all about human values. Second unit is all about the human values. Now, in the human values, this unit is all about, you can say, socialization, social values, social institutions, etc., moral relativism. But most of the time, now they have asked questions which is very general in nature. Very general in nature. Now, you will find questions which is linked to the moral relativism, and that too applied is missing. Applied question is missing from this unit. Especially when I am talking applied, it's related to the moral relativism. Number one. Number two, a very quality question from society, social institution, and socialization is missing. They have asked some quotation based questions which is very easy to solve. And also you will find that in many books and notes, socialization, social institutions, societal values, value crisis, moral relativism, etc. are missing. Just go and check. आपके में भी है. And so you will find that most of the questions are related to the ethical, what they have asked, ethical foundation of the society, commonly said values, trust as a pillar of society, human values and dignity, role of education and value development. ये सारे questions अभी तक उन्होंने पूछे. They have not gone very deep into the social institution. Social institution में नहीं गए हैं वो, socialization में नहीं गए हैं वो. Moral relativism के applied questions उन्होंने एक दो ही पूछे हैं अभी. They have simply touched it. So another gray area. This is what the very purpose of this session. So with that, we could highlight it. Number one. Number two, also you will find that whenever from these two units you are writing your answers, because we are very much involved in copy correction discussion, what I have realized that there is unnecessary stuffing of keywords. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't, you can say, unnecessarily do the stuffing of keywords. Not required. Not required. So it's very important for you can say this also. This also. कीवर्ड्स आएंगे ना, खुद ही आ जाएंगे, उसमें बड़ा बात क्या है। वैल्यू क्राइसिस की होगी तो इनकलकेशन ऑफ वैल्यूज एटसेट्रा अपने आप ही आ जाएंगे, उसमें प्लेट टेक्टोनिक तो नहीं लिखोगे ना साहब आप। फाइन, सो दिस इज नंबर 2। फाइन, then let me come to the another area. Third unit, let me take is emotional intelligence. Now basically in emotional intelligence there are two things: emotional intelligence, and then how it can be linked to the overall leadership quality, governance, and more important is decision making. Decision making. Whenever it is related to the governance also, and when it is linked to the leadership also, in both the cases you will find the questions are mostly in and around the decision making. In and around the decision making. So you need to be a little bit careful about it. Look at the way they have framed questions. So you will find that generally they have asked the questions linked to the concept and the definitions. Till now, अब तक जो questions उन्होंने पूछे हैं वो basic questions पूछे हैं, जैसे what is emotional intelligence and how it can be developed in the people, etc. Fine. What do you mean by emotional intelligence? How it can be developed? Fine. Interestingly, अगर आप लास्ट 2 साल के क्वेश्चंस देखो तब पता चलेगा where it is going. For example, just a moment. For example, yes, in 2021, you see this question. So question is, in case of crisis of conscience, does emotional intelligence help to overcome it without compromising moral stand? Critically analyze. My dear friends, I repeat, in case of crisis of conscience, does emotional intelligence help to overcome it without compromising moral stand? This is the you can say the evolving trend, and this is a difficult question, because this question is all about that. Number one, what is crisis of conscience, and when crisis of conscience happens and you face that situation, then how emotional intelligence help to overcome it without compromising the moral stand. So it's basically, you can say, self-control. It's basically about what you do with your emotions, especially when there are conflicts, value conflicts. So this is a very typical, you can say, form, the way they have started asking questions. Now, what does it mean by it? Why we are talking? It simply means that in the coming years or this year, you will find that now this unit is going to be tested in more and more applied areas. The very fundamental questions are done. are done. Whether it is AI and artificial intelligence, it is AI and a world completely driven by the technology. So you will find the problems of mental health, isolation, loneliness, etc. Similarly, you will find now the question of related to AI in conflict management, in mediation. You will see now a lot of articles are coming related to the mediation. In the sense, can we do what we can do to solve the problems outside the courtroom? So many initiatives are being taken. बहुत सारे initiatives चल रहे हैं in the field of the mediation. Fine. तो ये भी मुझे ये लगता है कि जब आप लिस्ट बनाओगे अब फाइनल, तो इस तरह के एरियाज को ले लो. कुछ मैंने बनाया है. I will circulate in the you can say the group. Don't worry for that, or you can take it from the office itself. No issue for that. कुछ तो मैंने लिस्ट बना ली है जो ग्रे एरियाज उसके, और मैं सिर्फ हाईलाइट करते चल रहा हूँ. सो दैट यू शुड बी लिटिल बिट केयरफुल अबाउट इट. ज्यादा नहीं, हर दिन आधे घंटे में दे दोगे तो भी वो एक अवेयरनेस आ जाएगी, एंड दैट्स मोर देन एनफ. यू डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग एल्स टू यू कैन से सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स एंड ऑल. फाइन. Similarly, go for attitude. Now you will find that attitude is one area where they have asked the questions related to two things. Some of the questions which is very basic in nature, which is very basic in nature, which is linked to the very basic aspects of the attitude and its subtopics. Be it you can say the component of attitude, be it persuasion or anything else for that matter. Simultaneously, we'll find always there are one or two questions related to the solution seeking, problem solving, which is linked to the attitude, where you don't have to discuss the very basic concepts. For example, they have asked question for that matter, youth are not joining politics. How you will motivate them to join politics? This is a typical question of persuasion. But then you don't have to discuss means of persuasion or persuasion. Rather, you have to come up with the illustration and the process or the method that you will adopt, and to you can say make it workable. They are asking a solution. They are seeking a solution from you. Similarly, we'll find that there was a question that despite having so many stringent laws, cases of sexual harassment is increasing. What innovation solution you can make? This is also a typical case, very typical case. So there are two types of questions. If you look at this, then I will come to the gray areas. What are the areas they have not touched? So you will find one set of questions is related to the definition, a structure component of attitude, and that too you will find from 2015 to 2019 they have done it. Similarly, function and impact of attitude in thought, behavior, etc. they have asked. And now you will find that questions related to this behavioral change is increasing. Behavioral change की तरफ जाते हैं. पहले fundamental थे, अब वो slowly behavioral change की तरफ they are going. Fine. Similarly, influence of family, society, education, legislative attitude, persuasion, influence, political, legal, moral attitude. These are the things which they have touched. They have touched. Now, what are the things they have not touched yet? Fine. Attitude and governance, and that too related to the different stakeholders and engagement and their engagement. They have not gone very deep, and case study based questions they have not asked. Case study in the sense section A में case based questions they have not asked. Yes. Media is one where there is a lot of issue related to the influence, attitude, information, misinformation, and how it shapes our opinion, attitude, etc. is not being tested. Be it post-truth, be it deepfake, and then how it can be linked to shaping our attitude. etc. It's not touched yet. Changing societal attitude, etc. They have started asking questions. They have also started asking questions in the context of a very specific problem that they create. And then they expect you to discuss that how to bring the behavioral change or attitudinal change to solve any problem from its root. Because law, rules, regulations, etc. are already there. It's there. So these are the, you can say, the area which is, you can say, a gray area where UPSC has not gone very deep into it. जो फंडामेंटल्स थे वो उन्होंने एक बार टच कर दिए, हो सकता है रिपीट कर ली, नो इशू फॉर दैट, लेकिन वो एज इट इज एक या दो क्वेश्चन रिपीट करेंगे और वो भी रिपीट कीवर्ड्स के टर्म्स में दिखते हैं. वो एग्जैक्ट रिपीट तो बहुत मुश्किल ही हो पाता है, रेयरेस्ट ऑफ द रेयर थिंग. So this is something that you have to be little bit, you can say, careful about these areas. Then link it to next to the moral thinkers. Now, moral thinker is one area very interesting where you will find that from the very first year when the new scheme of the things was introduced in 2013-14, they have consistent with the questions, interestingly. But at the same time, you will find that there are big gray areas from the thinkers and the theories which they have not touched. They have maintained one and only one format, and that is quotation-based questions. Quotation-based questions. For example, you will find, and that too you can create theme and theme. For example, one set of question you will find which is based on the ethics of the duty. तो उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट लिए हैं और उस पे ही उन्होंने बिल्ड किया, फाइन. और मॉरल ऑब्लिगेशन, फॉर एग्जांपल, अ मैन इज बट द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ हिज थॉट्स, व्हाट ही थिंक ही बिकम्स, एम.के. गांधी, फाइन. सो यू विल फाइंड दैट कंसेक्वेंशलिज्म, वर्च्यू, केयर, कंपैशन, एटसेट्रा. सो अलग अलग थीम पे उन्होंने कोटेशंस पिक किए हैं, व्हिच इज बेसिकली रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ अ लीडर्स, मॉरल थिंकर्स, लाइफ, थिंकिंग, deliberations, etc. But they have not gone to the areas where the thinkers are very popular, very controversial also, and very radical thoughts also. Radical thoughts also. For example, Nietzsche. So you will find that they have not gone very deep into it. तो अब तक वो एरिस्टोटल, गांधी, वॉरेन बफेट एटसेट्रा के आसपास घूम रहे हैं, नंबर वन. नंबर टू, इसी के अगर थ्योरी से भी लिंक करो तो दे हैव नॉट आस्क्ड, यू कैन से, एनी क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज टू थ्योरेटिकल. हो सकता नहीं भी पूछे, बट देयर इज नो रीजन टू टेक अ चांस. अब तक जो उन्होंने पूछे भी हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर जॉन रॉल्स को भी लो, तो जॉन रॉल्स के जो क्वेश्चन हैं वो जस्टिस पे, सोशल जस्टिस पे बेस्ड है. दे हैव नॉट गॉन टू द वेल ऑफ इग्नोरेंस. दे हैव नॉट टच्ड वेदर इट इज हॉब, लॉक, रूशो, लिंक टू दिस पेपर. यू डोंट हैव टू गो टू द पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी एंड ऑल, छोड़ दो उसको, नहीं जाना है उसमें. So there are so many things that related to the Marx, or you can say Adam Smith, etc., can be tested in this paper. ये पूरा का पूरा एरिया एज इट इज वैक्यूम है, वैक्यूम है. अब तक उन्होंने बिल्कुल भी टच नहीं किया, बिल्कुल भी टच नहीं किया. So easily you can create a list. It's hardly you can say 12 or 15, 12-15 ही ऐसे एरियाज हैं जो इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, और उसको, और जो इंपॉर्टेंट थिंकर, फिलोसफर्स रहे हैं जिसको अभी तक उन्होंने टच नहीं किया या बहुत डीप में नहीं गया, उसको कर लो. वो लिस्ट मैं दे रहा हूं आपको, डोंट वरी फॉर दैट. वो लिस्ट मैं दे दूंगा, एक बार देख लो उसको, उतना ही तो करना है, दैट्स इट. लेकिन ये सेशन लेने का पर्पस क्या? इस सेशन लेने का पर्पस सिर्फ ये है दैट नाउ अ टाइम, at this point of time, if you are little bit aware about the existing gaps and easily you can fill in 1 or 2 days you should do it. Anything which is very lousy and bulky, should ignore it. कोई नया चीज करने का कोई मतलब नहीं है, लेकिन कंप्लीट इग्नोर करने का भी कोई मतलब नहीं है. अगर कोई भी चीज, कोई भी आइडिया इजिली डुएबल है तो डू इट, डू इट. क्योंकि मेंस जितना प्रिडिक्टेबल है उतना ही डिफिकल्ट भी है, उतना ही डिफिकल्ट. क्योंकि हम लोग कहते हैं एथिक्स, एसे, ऑप्शनल एटसेट्रा, ये कॉम्बिनेशन बनाओ बात बन जाती है. नहीं बनती है सर, नहीं बनती है. बात बनती है जब आप हर क्वेश्चन में, हर पेपर में थोड़ा दूसरों से बेहतर परफॉर्म करते हैं, थोड़ा सा ही, लेकिन वो करना पड़ेगा, तब वो एग्रीगेट पे थोड़ा पावर दिखता है परफॉर्मेंस का. बट एनीवे, so this is you can say area where you can think of it. For example, जैसे ग्रे एरियाज में अगर आप देखोगे तो अभी तक उन्होंने women thinkers पे नहीं गए. So the people like Carol Gilligan or others are not touched. Women thinker पे तो उन्होंने बात ही नहीं किया अभी तक. वो तो अभी एरिस्टोटल और you can say प्लेटो, और प्लेटो तो खैर नहीं है, लेकिन जॉन रॉल्स, चाणक्य, अभी तो वहीं पे है वो, अभी तो वहीं पे. तो ऐसे एरियाज हैं जहां पे उन्होंने बहुत डीप नहीं गए, नहीं गए. सो दिस इज वन थिंग. और आंसर लिखने में भी हमेशा एक चीज का ध्यान रखना, जब भी थिंकर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन हो ना, तो 3 चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट. नंबर 1 मीनिंग, number 2 context, number 3 illustration. I repeat my sentence: meaning, context, illustration. You have to bring these three things in your answer. The way you combine and explain, that will solve your problem. That will solve your problem. Thinkers के जितने भी questions है, PYQ solve करो और आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. जितने भी questions है, be it consequences हो, virtue हो, resistance हो, civil defense पे, धर्मा पे हो, इंडियन एथिकल थॉट पे हो, फेमिनिस्ट पे हो, इंक्लूसिव एथिक्स पे हो, all the questions you will find, most of the questions are based on 3 things: meaning, context, illustration. Illustration is nothing but application. Application. But so this is something that you need to think about it. तो यहाँ पे ये एक एरिया है जो आपको थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहना है, और देख लो उसको. I have prepared a list. Take it from me. ठीक है, वो लेके एक बार देख लो. So these are the, you can say, the 2 broader category. एक हो गया जहां पे हमने बातचीत की ethics and human values, और ethics and human interface, human values. Then moral thinkers. Second is emotional intelligence and attitude. Third unit, you can say, combining the 3 things, or third category you can say, is ethics in governance. That combines 3 units: foundational value, ethics in administration, and probity and philosophical basis of governance. So if you look at this unit, this is one unit you will find have been very, very consistent throughout. Fine. So what it tries to test? It basically tries to test, you can say, test that how do you understand the importance of certain values and its significance in administration. That to link to certain situation, cases, etc. So if you look at the questions, you will find they are typically, questions are based on the keywords, whether it is integrity, honesty, ethics in public life, attitude, public service motivation, etc. For example, what does accountability mean in the context of the public service, etc. What is the role of the empathy in public service, etc. So largely questions are based on aptitude, integrity, honesty, objectivity, compassion, accountability, transparency, commitment to the rule of law, conviction, leadership, teamwork, fairness, impartiality. इस तरह के questions अब तक उन्होंने पूछे हैं. So if you have set of, you can say 40-50 keywords, और 40-50 भी नहीं कह सकते हो, ये 70-75 के आसपास जाता है. जो पूरे सिलेबस को कवर कर लेता है। अगर वो कीवर्ड्स आपने अच्छे से एग्जाम्पल के साथ और सिग्निफिकेंस के साथ किए हुए हैं तो दैट एलोन विल टेक केयर। नाउ the issue is basically that everyone has the answers a ready-made template for this. How you will take the edge? You will take edge only through the kind of illustrations you bring. For example, when you talk about the integrity, you talk about dedication to service, etc., then a lot of candidates used to talk about TN session or some other, you can say, civil servants. You will have to understand that by writing TN session will not work. You will have to connect it to the moral courage to the decision making to the consequences and impact and significance of all these things they have done, whether in the context of citizens empowerment, election commission, democracy, etc. So writing just one word and make it complete sentence where you are showing the impact, significance, etc. of value and decision making, that will probably help you to do little bit better. क्योंकि सब लिख रहे हैं, सबके आंसर सेम है यार, सबके एग्जाम्पल सेम है, तो सिर्फ आप डायग्राम फ्लो चार्ट बना के आप एज नहीं लेते हैं। सॉरी, ये बहुत पॉपुलर है लेकिन नहीं है, लेकिन ऐसा है नहीं। वो रैंक विद्यांशु है 59 समथिंग और 57। मेरी एक दिन बात हो रही थी तो उसने मुझे कहा कि सर मैंने ज्योग्राफी को छोड़ के करीब मैंने फ्लो चार्ट डायग्राम्स नहीं बनाए। उसने एक वर्ड यूज किया कि इट इज सेकेंडरी और टर्सरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग। सो टर्सरी एस्पेक्ट के लिए आपको मार्क्स बहुत ज्यादा तो नहीं मिलेंगे तो डेफिनेटली वो कंटेंट के लिए ही मिलेगा फर्स्ट, then it adds certain value, no doubt about it. But you will get edge not only because you have created some beautiful diagram or anything else. You will get edge only if you have the depth to explain, analyze. That's it. So this is something you can say. The questions are mostly anticipated from this area, so you not to be worry about it. The only thing is that the kind of illustration you bring, again I'm saying, the kind of illustration you bring and present your case is the real differentiator. That will bring the difference in the marks. So that's the only thing that you have to check wherever you are writing your tests. Utna aware hai na, usko dekh lo. Rest of the areas are fine, no issue for that. Then next is ethics in administration. You will find they have gone very deep into it, very deep into it. So they have asked the question related to the ethical dilemma, probity in governance, information sharing, transparency, code of conduct, political neutrality, ethical competence, accountability, etc. तो उन्होंने क्वेश्चंस पूछे हैं, करीब जो सिलेबस में दिया हुआ है उसने पूछे हैं उसमें, whether it is code of conduct, code of ethics, probity in governance, etc. Fine. And questions are, you can say, qualitatively better. Now, so it's become very important now that the basic things are done. चाहे वो crisis of conscience हो, चाहे dilemma हो, चाहे जो भी. Now, in any case, they are going to be in the area of applied ethics, administration, conflicts, value conflicts. They will go into it. Complex situations, be it disaster, political pressure, etc. They will go into it. Definitely go into it. क्योंकि वो basic aspect जो है वो हो गया, खत्म हो गया. That's done. So whether it is linked to the citizen-centric administration, rule of law, procedural fairness, etc., they have asked. Fairly they have asked. Good number of questions they have asked. जो अब तक नहीं गए हैं वो बहुत ही situation based questions में नहीं गए हैं, section A में. So that is one area which is completely, you can say, untouched, completely untouched. So here is nothing, but you have to simply take care of a list, you can say, of the emerging issues, whether it is Karmi Yogi, whether it is digital governance, whether it is public-private partnership, whether it is public ethics, whistleblower, etc. These are the things where they may go this year, क्योंकि ये एरिया उन लोगों ने अभी एक्सप्लोर नहीं किया। अब तक उन्होंने ज्यादातर क्वेश्चंस वही पूछे हैं जो सिलेबस में बहुत ही हाईलाइटेड है, एक्सप्लिसिट है, और उसी को उन लोगों ने, आप ये कह सकते हैं कि क्वेश्चंस बनाए हैं, उसमें अप्लाइड क्वेश्चंस भी हैं। But here what I'm trying to say is there are certain evolving trend, involving areas that you have to you can say list out, that's it, nothing else. एक बार लिस्ट बना लो उसकी, एक बार देख लो, you need to be little bit aware about it, that's it, nothing else. हर चीज के लिए पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि वो तो कहीं ना कहीं करंट अफेयर्स में या अदर एरियाज में आप पढ़ ही रहे हो। एथिक्स आपके सिलेबस की बाहर की चीज नहीं है ना, वो तो सोसाइटी में है, वो गवर्नेंस में है, वो पॉलिटिक्स में है, वो पॉलिटी में है, वो इन्वायरमेंट में है, वो इकोनॉमी में है, वो करंट अफेयर्स में है। वो तो सिर्फ ये है कि हमें कंटेक्स्ट समझ लेना है और वहां से कंटेंट को खींच के ले आना, दैट्स इट, नथिंग एल्स। एंड दिस इज व्हाट द पर्पस इज, दिस इज व्हाट द पर्पस इज। एंड द लास्ट एरिया इज यू कैन से is applied ethics. This is something where they are very consistent with one or two questions, one or two questions. हर साल अभी वो क्वेश्चंस है, लेकिन अब इसके क्वेश्चंस, अप्लाइड एथिक्स के क्वेश्चंस बढ़ रहे हैं। And also you can say that now you can safely say that this paper is now a typically applied ethics, paper of applied ethics, fine. So अब तक जो उन्होंने क्वेश्चंस पूछे हैं वो कैसे क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं इसमें से, फाइन। सो एथिक्स इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, एआई, टेक्नोलॉजी, मॉडर्न सोसाइटी, बिजनेस, प्रोफेशनल एथिक्स, मेडिकल, एनवायरनमेंट, ह्यूमैनिटेरियन एथिक्स, वॉर, comprehensive national power, etc. Fine. But they have not gone into you can say the very deep related to the technology, data capitalism, bioethics, AI, algorithm, etc. ये सब सारे ऐसे एरियाज हैं जो बहुत ही इमर्जिंग हैं और बहुत प्रोफेशनल एथिक्स in the different professions, and lots of discussions is going on. So I have already created the list of it, you will get it. Now what happens that if you have, you can say, set of good examples, आपने बहुत अच्छे एग्जाम्पल्स, केसेस, इलस्ट्रेशंस इकट्ठा किए हुए हैं, तो अप्लाइड एथिक्स के डिफरेंट एरिया में वो बहुत अच्छे काम आएंगे। बी इट रिलेटेड टू द वॉक्सवैगन्स, यू कैन से इमिशन स्कैंडल, और एनरॉन, और सत्यम, और लेहमन ब्रदर्स, और आर्थर एंडरसन, एटसेट्रा, फाइन। सिमिलरली वेदर इट इज सत्येंद्र नाथ दुबे केस और मंजुनाथ केस, फाइन, और फेसबुक, कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका केस, AI biases, predictive, you can say, policing, business conduct, Ratan Tata, climate negotiations, national interest, etc. तो ये सारे areas ऐसे हैं, अगर आप देखोगे तो ये emerging है. These are the things which is regularly discussed in the current affairs, and you have already read it. The only thing is that when you are going for the final revision now, you have to be very careful about it कि कौन-कौन से areas हैं जहाँ पे ethics becomes a little bit important these days and being discussed. उसको उठा के अपने ethics के साथ, notes के साथ, उसको keywords सिर्फ identify कर लो, सिर्फ keywords लिखो. Now the time is not to make anything. Just identify the areas, context, just write down the keywords and make yourself alert. If you are a little bit alert, aware, and some questions are practiced, that is done. You don't have to do anything else because the rest of the things you are already there doing. It's there. It's already there. The only thing is that you have to be a little bit aware yourself and practice so that you become more spontaneous. If UPSC goes for any experiment eventualities, you are ready. You are ready. Okay, sir? It's done. It's known to me. So this is what basically the purpose of the mains probables, where we are highlighting the gray areas, emerging trend, emerging or evolving issues, etc. So that in the last moment, you just make sure that no gap is, or there is no gap which is there, or it's not touched. I have prepared, you can say, list. उसको share कर लूँगा आप लोगों के साथ. Just go through it and it will solve most of the you can say the problem of yours. So this is what the purpose of the entire series, that is called the mains probables. So wish you all the best. If anything is required, just let us know. जैसे उसको resolve है. Thank you very much. Thank you.